With football, the national under-20 football team, Emerging Stars, settled for a 1-1 draw with Rwanda in the under-20 Africa Cup of Nations first leg match played at the Kenyatta Stadium in Machakos. Kenya took the lead through Richard Odada in the 7th minute of the match. And despite Kenya dominating the proceedings, the Emerging Stars failed to double the lead, and 2 minutes from time, Reg Bikingiro struck in the leveler for Rwanda.
Of course, I'm a little bit disappointed, but sometimes it's happened in the game when your key players don't arise to the occasion like it has just happened there. Because for sure, my key players did not take the game as we planned. But I cannot say that it's over because, of course, we have just drawn at home. And if you plan well, we have a chance, of course, even for us getting positive results when we're playing away.
I'm not saying that 100% it gives us an advantage of qualifying to the next stage. We need to work hard. We need to be more objective. We need to be more, aggressive and not forgetting about the first result, because now this game is over. We need to think about the second game, which will be much more difficult than this one.
Now, Ugandan players faced a tougher challenge as Kenyans stepped up towards the end of the third day of the KCB Kenya Open Chess Championships. Harold Wanyama from Uganda emerged victorious over his countryman Patrick Kamunwa with 5.5 points, as the latter gathered 4.5 points to tie with Team Kenya's Ben Magana and Ben Nguku. In the ladies section, the top 6 slots were taken by Kenyan players as Joyce Nyaruai fell in the first, as she tied with Daphne Mwikali at 5.5 points each. The players continue to face off as the tournament comes to an end on Monday.
We have very tough competition from our neighboring countries, especially Uganda. Right now, there are a couple of Ugandans on the top boards, and we're trying to fight with them and give our best. So it's a tough competition.
Like Ben Magana says, it's not over until it's over. So you can't, it's very hard to predict, especially when you have a strong field of players. It's very hard to predict.
This is one of the fastest growing sport. This is a sport to watch in the next 2 years. Because number one is the best that we have set at the junior section. I think you have gone through the junior section. You could see the quality of the moves that are young players making. And even the age itself, it tells you these are the people who are going to be bigger and bigger in the next few years.
3 times former Kenya champion Baldev Singh Chaga has inched closer to the top Fry Classic Safari Rally success after following some exhilarating displays on day 4 of the championships. Navigated by Ravi Soni in a Porsche 911, Chaga was the fastest through the CS7 stage, with South African Geoff Bell in a Datsun 240Z jumping to second, while third is Onkarai. Tejveer Rai, who's Onkarai's brother, lies fourth. Chaga won the opening stage of the day to stay ahead of Park. 2 times former Kenyan champion Alistair Kavanagh won the last stage of the day to cling to 5th place.
Unfortunately, on the first day we broke a stub axle on the drivetrain, so we wasted a whole day. And then slowly we've been catching up, and then just now we've had 2 punctures and some overheating issues.
Okay.
There's the Porsches and the Zs, the 260Zs and things. And then we're sort of trying to compete in another class behind.
Okay.
Let's move to rugby now. Homeboys RFC successfully retained their Great Rift Tennis side title after defeating Mwamba in the final 28-0 in a match played at the Nakuru Athletics Club. The DJ Rain Ainfort converted tries as Mwamba failed to register any point in the cup final. On their way to the final, the DJs defeated Menengai Oilers 22-4. while Mwamba defeated Kabra Sugar 17-12. Impala Saracens went home with the Challenge Cup trophy after defeating Nondi's 10-0. Kenya Harlequins settled for the 5th place after defeating host Nakuru RFC 15-7 in the 5th place final.
Mix of music.
With Makueni County set to host the 4th edition of the Kenya Youth Inter-County Sports Association Games from the 15th of April, preparations are at a high note as the county selects the teams to represent them in the games. Makueni County Minister for Youth, Sports, Gender, Culture and Social Services, Dr. Geoffrey Makau, says that they have mapped 14 fields which shall be used during the games. In the 3rd edition, Makueni County emerged second in volleyball men, but this round they are eyeing the top position in the games.
Ndiye chairman wa sport Makueni County na bado ndiye mheshimiwa ambaye amechaguliwa na
We have mapped 14 fields around here which we want to prepare for QUALIFERS games. And we already started preparing them on Monday. Today is the 6th day preparing them. Like, for example, this is one of the fields you can see. Although we stopped continuing preparations here so that we can hold the games. But all other fields around here are still being prepared now. Tractors are on site, and we will be going to view them on Wednesday.
Now, the 2-day East Africa Gaming Championships came to an end in Nairobi with a total of 8 players gunning for the 50,000 winners prize purse. The 8 players were picked out of the 100 who entered the championship, and players competed for honors in 3 games: Mortal Kombat, FIFA 18 and Tekken 7. According to the organizers, this year's championship has witnessed an increase in number of participants owing to the traction it got from the inaugural championship.
For us as the organizers, and more people are aware about the event. And like last year, we had to introduce it from scratch and explain what is happening. So a lot of the people right now know what the East Africa Gaming Convention is. Right now, we have tournaments ongoing. We have Mortal Kombat, we have FIFA 18, and we have Tekken. And we have about 100 gamers that are competing to win cash awards. So that's what they are gaming for. And also we have some sponsors. We have like Dell, Intel. We have Liquid Telecom, who is giving us connectivity, the Wi-Fi that we are using. So we have a LAN party that is going on. So we have some gamers that have just come with their merchandise and hardware and their computers to just game the whole day. And also we have other things that are happening. You've seen virtual reality, we have some caricature happening, we have some rally driving. So there's a lot that is happening.